Hi, Dr. Bai. So, I'm starting to do some testing with the RGB SMD LEDs. So, right now, I'm using a Tiny 85 processor. Is that DIP 8 chip there? It's the same one that's on these Tiny Ts. The Tiny 85 right there. And I had to change some of the clock source and the fuses inside the chip. So for the old program, we were running at a lower frequency, but now I increased the frequency up to 8 megahertz, and that's fast enough to drive these LEDs. So if we take a look here, let me just pause this. Oh, there we go. So this is the signal you have to put into the LEDs. The yellow one is the data in, and then the blue one here is my clock on the computer. So if we zoom in, you can see my clock here is 8 megahertz, and so this is a logic level low, and the signal for that is, wait a second, that's not right. This period, anyway, you have to get these numbers correct to make everything work out. Anyway, the important part that I discovered is that, okay, let's unplug this. So that's running off of 5 volts USB, but if we go and get a battery, the brightness, let me turn off my lights. It's not too good, especially with the blue. The blue LEDs don't even light up now, only the red and green. So what we're going to need to do is to get some of these more expensive battery clips, like these. They can put 2 batteries into, and then we'll have to buy a 5 volt regulator, just a linear driver. So the changes we'll have to make is switch out all the LEDs, which is no problem. I was able to use the internal oscillator on here. Apparently that goes fast enough, but we should have the option to put an external crystal on the device just in case we run into problems. So I'll put an external crystal as an option, and change out the LEDs, and change the battery to 2 of these 3 volt lithiums, so that we can get 6 volts and take that down to 5 volts. So I just started the layout here, and it looks like there should be no problem, since, oh, excuse me, the battery is the same footprint. I'm going to make it the exact same shape and everything, and here's my start of the schematic. So I was going to have to put a bunch more of these, and it looks like I can probably fit about the same number of LEDs as I did for these, maybe a few less, which is good and bad. But preliminary testing looks like we can get these RGB LEDs working on here without too much of a hassle.